My second husband was a gentle, self-assured man. He always valued me, paid attention to my feelings, and tried to make every day feel like a beautiful dream. When I asked what it was, he simply smiled and said, "Tonight, you'll feel like a queen." That evening, he came home with two of his close friends. They were respectful, cultured, and kind men. At first, I felt a little uncomfortable, unsure of what to expect. But the more we talked, the more at ease I became. They were careful not to make me feel awkward, and their presence began to feel warm and sincere. The night was filled with soft music, gentle lighting, thoughtful conversation, and kind smiles. I felt like I was living in a fairy tale. My husband looked at me and said, "Tonight is my gift to you. I want this night to be a memory you'll never forget." Tears welled up in my eyes, not out of sadness, but from being truly seen, respected, and cherished. That night wasn't just about pleasure. It was about connection, love, and rediscovering my worth. After that evening, our relationship deepened. I felt more loved and appreciated than ever before. As dawn crept through the windows, bringing warmth to the room, I lay silently, still wrapped in the magic of the night. My husband held my hand and looked into my eyes with a smile. "How do you feel, my queen?" he asked softly. I smiled back and said, "You changed my whole life. For the first time, I feel like a complete woman." He embraced me and whispered, "You are the most unique woman I've ever known." His two friends respectfully said goodbye afterward. There was no discomfort, no sense of wrongdoing, only trust and mutual respect. They told me they saw not just a woman but a soul filled with light. In the weeks that followed, my husband and I grew even closer. We talked more, shared secrets, and truly listened to one another. He became more than a spouse. He became the other half of my heart. One day he said something that surprised me. "Your light has touched others too. I want to give you freedom and love." I wasn't sure what he meant. Did this mean I could be close to others too? Or was it just a one-time experience? He gently placed his hand on my shoulder and said, "How you choose to live is up to you. I'll never force you. I trust you." At that moment, I realized that real happiness isn't just about passion. It's about being understood, respected, and free. We were no longer just husband and wife. We were two souls who had chosen to walk life together. After that night, I noticed a change within myself. Something awakened. I became more confident, more loving, and more in touch with life. Our bond grew even stronger. We understood each other on a deeper level. But the outside world didn't remain silent. One day, my sister visited. She looked worried. "People are gossiping about you," she said. "They say you were seen with two men. How could you let this happen?" I stayed quiet. To others, that night might have looked shameful. But to me, it was a symbol of freedom, trust, and love. "Why would you allow such a thing?" she asked, upset. "Because I wanted to find myself," I answered calmly. "To understand who I am. I had to love myself before I could love someone else." That day, I realized that I didn't need to follow others' voices. I needed to follow my own heart. This life is mine. My body, my spirit, they belong to me. My husband took my hand and said, "I love you just the way you are. Live however you want. I'll be beside you." His words gave me strength. I had no regrets. I didn't hate that night. I was grateful for it. It helped me rediscover who I was. We started a new life, not against the world, but true to ourselves. Because real love isn't just passion, it's understanding, acceptance, and support. I was no longer the same woman. Something within me had changed forever.